Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. So last week, we broke down Polyphia's record, Remember That You Will Die, and the brilliant marketing that they're getting off of that release and the 8 collabs that they've done on that record. And I'm very much blown away by the amount of insights that some of y'all provided in comments on this video. So I wanted to go through and acknowledge for everyone the great comments that you guys had left from your perspective of the album and what it's done for Polyphia's career. Let's start with the first one here. So Johnny Kilroy 30 had left a comment. Another aspect of the ABC collab is that even though Sophia didn't have a huge amount of monthly listeners before the song was released, both artists were exposed to a ton of people who had never heard of either of them when the track landed on the Hyperpop playlist on Spotify. Alright, this is a great observation by Johnny. Yes, the ABC collab did land on Spotify's Hyperpop playlist, which is one of their editorial playlists that they curate. Those playlists curated by Spotify have a ton of followers. If they listen to that playlist, it has a huge variety of different artists, and yeah, a lot of them probably did not know who either of these artists were. Polyphia is not typically a hyperpop band, and Sophia Black is not a big pop artist, so they both probably got a ton of exposure. And Polyphia probably got a ton of exposure from all the other editorial playlists they got on, like hard rock, rock hard, some progressive metal playlists that they've got on. So yeah, great point, Johnny. Great exposure from the editorial playlists, and that's something that I haven't figured out how to get on as an artist, but if you could figure out how to collab with the right people and land a position on there, that could be tremendous growth for you as an artist or a producer. Next comment here is by Camillo Fernandez. The best part of the features is that one can recommend Polyphia to people who usually wouldn't listen to niche guitar music and introduce them to the band. Alright, Camillo, this is a great comment. And yes, this is very accurate from my perspective. I've only introduced Polyphia to my friends that play guitar and specifically other people that admire all kinds of music. So now, because we have these new collabs like ABC and Chimera featuring some rappers, I can actually refer Polyphia to all my friends that are into hip-hop that normally wouldn't listen to anything remotely close to rock music. So yes, I'm doing that, Camille's doing that, and now thousands of other people can refer or share Polyphia's music with friends that would not appreciate the rock category. Next comment is by Gabriel Merez. Great analysis. I 100% agree. I would say that most people I meet say that they like more than one genre, so it makes sense for me to have a group play multiple genres. They have to do it right, and Polyphia does. Thank you. Me personally, I love multiple genres of music. Gabriel does as well. And we may have friends that also appreciate multiple genres of music. So now we have a band here that can cater to those types of people, such as myself and Gabriel, who appreciate multi-genre, faceted music. I personally, under my artistry, Antonius, I also make multi-genre music. That's kind of like if Chan made R&B and pop, but like in the same song. Definitely, if you appreciate guitar and Polyphia, you would appreciate my music. Go ahead and check it out. I'll link to it below in the description. All right, moving on. Effectosis had made the observation that all of these artists are backed and mentored by Ibanez Guitars. Ibanez pushed out a lot of shredding artists like Tosin Abasi, Steve Vai, Satriana, Polyphia, Ichika, Svogli. Effectosis, are you referring to the music videos and collabs? The music videos and collabs may be somewhat endorsed by Ibanez, like essentially paying for the Ego Death music video as like a giant ad for Ibanez? Could be. Maybe that's the case with a lot of the videos that these artists have produced in the past with their guitars. Maybe they are endorsed. Some of the budget may be covered by Ibanez. So interesting perspective. Ben Seraphin. All right, this is nothing new. I would argue since the beginning, features have been a critical part of Polyphia's current success. If you go back to even further to the release of their debut album Muse back in 2014, they built a lot of their early audience by leveraging the audience of notable guitar players like Nick Johnston, Rick Graham, and Jason Richardson. I don't think this is particularly groundbreaking. What has really caught my attention in terms of the marketing around this album is how they've monetized everything, from the different versions of the album, the limited edition vinyls, the cross collabs for limited edition items with other brands, and even the more subtle collabs that went along with this, like the release of the Ibanez nylon leveraging Tim's name. This is rarely seen in the metal space. I think it's showing that regardless of the size of your audience, if you can provide your core audience with what it is they value, there's money to be made. My concern is that it may be too difficult to keep a core audience as they expand. A lot of the artists they are seeking to replicate often have trouble getting a core base of fans, but they got something new and unique with a high barrier to entry. Hopefully they will be able to keep moving forward, but I think it is likely they will grow their audience to a set of fans that will see them almost as a gimmick and will hurt their conversions in the long run. Only time will tell. I am wishing them the best. An incredible observation. And if I didn't know any better, Ben, you sound like a professional marketer or a businessman yourself, and I appreciate you sharing your insight. And this is an awesome observation on your part. Ben is referring to Polyphia's ability to know who their audience was from the beginning, and what we see in marketing and business development as brands get more and more popular, it becomes harder and harder to create product and a way to make money or a business model around your brand for a particular audience, because now people from all over are checking out Polyphia, and it becomes harder and harder to get the message right. Back in the day, let's just even say 2 years ago, when you put out a message for Polyphia, you knew that probably 60 to 80% of people watching were all guitar fans. So now when they do the same, they're going to be spending money promoting products that may only hit 40% of the time now, because 60% of people will not even care about learning guitar or buying guitar products. So great observation, Ben. Very obvious that you are a marketer by the terms you are using in your conversation, in your analysis. All right, we got some feedback from Nadav Luzia. Hey man, you popped in my homepage. I clicked. Great idea for a video. I wish you all the best with your channel. If I could offer one piece of advice, side angle is a bit weird. I think putting the camera in front of you and looking into it can create more engagement. Love the screenshots you edit on. This will work great with a front angle. Well, Nadav, I hope it looks great. We're trying it out right now. All right, so that's all the feedback and analysis that were left in the comments. Very refreshing to see the comment section have so many insights from so many intelligent people. I don't know if it has anything to do with Polyphia or just the fact that we're musicians, but I think there is a huge correlation with people that appreciate music, and especially instrumental music, with high intelligence, being very observant and looking at things at a more deeper level. Super awesome to hear your guys' feedback. Thanks again for everyone that stuck around. If you're still here, I'd like to invite you guys to check out some of my other videos and songwriting analysis on the channel. And also, if any of you are musicians or producers, I'm an artist and producer. I'm always looking to collab with new artists and musicians, make some music. If you want to check out my stuff, you could find me under Antonius. I've got some videos on this channel. You could also find me on Spotify. Thanks again, everyone. Stick around for more videos and song analysis. I'll catch you guys in the next video.